Runnin.
Yo, what? This is Runnin Point, episode 18. Here we talk about everything Lakers and everything in between. Today's rundown is obviously we're going to recap the Mavs and Celtics, Tank and Frank Martin fight, and then we're going to pay a little bit of homage to Jerry West, the great Jerry West. I'm DJ. That's Steve. That's Ronnie. That's Serge. Actually, Stone Cold, Serge Austin, and all that.
Okay.
So you know what I mean, like. I just want to say happy birthday or happy belated birthday to Ronnie. We celebrated him this weekend. What a great time we had, man. Any thoughts? Any thoughts you have for your birthday weekend? Any surprises?
Nah, I just want to thank, you know what I'm saying, Lindsay. I thank all of y'all,
Shout out to Lindsay.
Serge, everybody that was involved. It was one of my best birthdays.
Word.
I could say that.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yo, big surprise though.
What up?
That picture was dope.
The picture was dope. Yeah.
I mean,
You toughed it out.
I did. I ain't gonna lie. I cried that night.
You did?
It was already hung up.
I did
hung
feel
it
that.
up
Hey, bro, that's all right.
I mean, yeah.
That's all right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Let them know what we talking.
I already knew what was going to happen. That's why I had to put it down. I wasn't
You
gonna
didn't even look at it, dog.
As soon as I saw it, I already was
Gotcha.
don't do that.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, that's real though. I
That
mean,
was a dope gift.
I mean, like hopefully, like going forward, you know that it's just like a judgment-free zone.
Yeah.
If you need to let that out, bro. Like there's no judgment here and all that.
Yeah, sure.
Of course.
In more sombering news, we had Jerry West celebrating the life of the logo. Any thoughts? Anything anyone wants to share about Jerry West?
I mean, I'm a Laker fan, so, you know, I grew up reading about Jerry West. Being a Kobe fan, Jerry West was like, the grandfather. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what he always felt like.
He was the founder.
We're basically an orchestrator of the championship teams.
Pulled off the greatest draft day heist ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kobe Bryant, right?
Ever.
You know what I'm saying? He
Fucking Hornets.
He foresaw whatever Kobe was going to
For
be.
Vlade.
He was nice himself. Let's take it back to his basketball skills. He was nice.
Absolutely.
Kobe plenty of times mentioned that he picked up his pull-up jumper. I think going right, 2-dribble pull-up jumper. Like I think he got that from Jerry West. The half-court shot that's replayed all the time every time the finals is up. So Jerry West did his thing. He was the LeBron before LeBron. Yeah, I mean, he made it to the finals.
Relax.
My bad.
He didn't lose that many times.
But
You see how he... Go ahead, continue.
Impact-wise, we gotta say, yeah, he was.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, as far as making it, like he was a winner. Like no matter that, if you want to be serious, like same way LeBron makes it to the finals, and we all recognize his talents,
of course.
and recognize like sometimes you just meet up with a superior team. So yeah, him versus the Celtics, the legacy which they talk about till this day.
Yeah.
The Celtics winning, they had to mention that they got one more than the Lakers. He was part of that. So I felt it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I actually felt it. Like him passing, I felt bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely one of the ones where like, if you're a Lakers fan, not even that, like this guy is like associated with winning so much, right? So for him to pass, it definitely hit home to everybody. You could tell it hit home for the NBA family watching TV and seeing everyone's reaction.
Yeah.
And then you think about his winning ways, like he took that to Golden State. He started a whole dynasty in Golden State. He was a huge part of that. Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, all that. He took it right up there and continued what he did with LA. And I mean, the sad part is that man never even got paid for being a logo because the NBA would never confirm or deny he was actually the logo. Mm-hmm. Even though we call him the logo, that's his nickname, we know he's the logo. He never got a penny for that, you know? So, you know, shout out to him and his family, man.
That's just to hop off that point. Do you know any other player that's been the MVP and they lost the final?
Facts. LeBron was close, but you know, since we talk about LeBron, But you're right. He's the only player to win the Finals MVP in the losing.
On the losing squad.
I mean, not only that. Like to your point, Steve. Like he's also built the Memphis Grizzlies to a contender. You know what I mean? Like with obviously Zebo, with Marc Gasol, with Tony Allen. So he's Mike Conley Jr. So they've had a run as well. Then also, where else? Can I think
Clippers,
of? Clippers, yeah.
Clippers too.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So it's like the vast knowledge.
His eye.
Encapsulates winning.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
He's a winner.
his eye for seeing raw talent is,
Absolutely.
I mean,
And then,
impeccable.
what better person would you want that went to multiple finals? Has a, you know what I mean? Like a ray of knowledge and played with superstars and played, you know what I mean? Being a superstar.
Right.
So it's like he's had all this knowledge and Kobe can pick from that,
Right.
so to speak, right?
Right.
For 20 years.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I mean, it's sad. And it's also cool the fact that, like, not that he passed away, but the fact that, like, he was such a Laker that he didn't want to see obviously the Celtics win their 18th band. And now we have to roll into the fucking. Go ahead.
My bad.
You're
I
good.
messed up your chances. But as a Laker, I do gotta mention this little beef that they got with Jerry West is not cool. Have you seen a statement from Jeannie Buss? Or like I haven't seen that. I briefly looked. I don't know what the beef is, so I can't really, you know what I mean, give my opinion. Maybe Jerry West did him wrong. Maybe you don't know what it stems from. So it's hard to comment on it. But it's sad to see.
Yeah, there's a lot of politics in LA. We know that. You know, between Magic, Jeannie, her brother, and
it was with Phil.
That's
you
Phil.
know, Jeannie and Phil together. Phil and
So
Jerry West
you don't know what
each
those
other.
politics are, but like at him as a man, right? Him as a contributing factor to the success of LA, it's undeniable. His contributing success to the NBA,
Correct.
and what he's brought to the NBA. You know, there was a talk before after Kobe passed of like making Kobe the logo. And I know they still have those conversations back and forth, but when you actually sit down and you see the impact that Jerry West has made on the NBA, it's almost a disservice to him and his family that he not actually get paid for being a logo, because I don't think anybody really represented the NBA like he did on and off the court.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, shout out to the West family, the NBA family. Kind of lost a giant.
Shout out to Bill Walton, so we ain't really mentioned him.
Shout out to Bill Walton, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Finals MVP, UCLA champion, like historic, man. I mean,
we grew up listening to him. I listened to him.
Facts.
NBC.
And it's nice that we got to grow up seeing and listening to the Bill Russells, to to the Jerry Wests, because like my son's not gonna know. He's just gonna hear about Jerry West and Bill Russell and maybe argue about those guys, but we actually got to see him. We got to see him around here walking around like dinosaurs. Like, wow, look at that. Like,
Age gracefully.
Yes.
I mean, for him to live into his 80s, that's phenomenal. What a life, you know what I mean? So, again, shout out to the West family.
Yeah.
Shout out Jerry West.
Facts.
For sure.
So now we got to talk about these fucking evil-ass Celtics in the Mavs recap, man. Serge, the floor is yours, sir.
Good boy. Good boy.
Just what camera am I looking at?
My nigga, any camera.
I'm gonna rub it in.
What are we talking about?
I mean, we Laker fan. We got our Laker gear
right.
on.
He's
You know what I'm
clearly
saying?
That's cool.
Laker gear on, making sure.
You're not a
I'm
Laker fan.
I'm not a Laker fan,
The
bro.
new
You
Celtics fan.
asked me for between two teams, and I picked the better team.
Are you gonna boast and brag, or are you gonna like
I'm
just?
gonna boast and brag, but
So do
what do
that.
I need to boast and brag about? We seen what I was talking about.
Why did you think the
win.
Celtics was going to win?
Dominant from top to bottom. Better players. They had a great system. When I'm thinking of the Mavs, I think of Kyrie and Luka. Well, you hold the ball and it's up to you. Make a play. Whereas the Celtics, it's literally you have four guys that can do anything. In my opinion,
5 guys actually.
I was gonna say that. 4, definitely 5 guys that are able to defend, create their shots. It was a better team all the way around in general. And I think that they have a perfect mix of experience and youth.
They don't really have any youth, but I understand where you're coming from.
What I mean is Jaylen Brown is 27.
Gotcha.
Jason Tatum is 26. These niggas have been in the finals.
Gotcha.
That's like the perfect age.
You know what I mean? Like they have.
They're rolling into their prime.
That's what I'm saying. They have
Now
everything
it is, right?
Yeah, everything is hitting at the same time.
I get you.
So I'll admit one thing. I think that the people that chose the Mavericks to win were Mavericks fans. I can't even say that.
It's all right. It's all right.
This is a tough conversation.
Yo,
I'm very
He's so
humble.
he's so mad that
Yeah, me too. I had a little attitude, but I
I understand. Yo, I feel you on where the attitude is coming from. But as Laker fans, if we were to give any respect to anybody else, I know we hate these niggas, but it's the other royal team.
You can't.
It's the other team.
You can't.
It's between us and them.
They want up draw though right now.
yo, you know,
Exactly. Okay,
So,
that wasn't. No,
so-
I'm sorry. That went into my other point.
yeah.
We got something to go for now.
I mean,
Not in the near future, I don't.
no, we always have something to go for.
Bro,
You know
we're
what,
not the Knicks. We're not the Knicks.
You know what?
don't do that. Don't do that because I didn't even listen. The only people that chose the Mavericks to win were Mavericks fans
And Lakers.
and people who don't like the Boston Celtics.
Basically,
My nigga, it was a Los Angeles Mavericks.
But at the end of the day, the
I'm a Knicks fan,
Celtics
so you
versus
already
the
know.
Mavericks, in reality, it just showed the Celtics were a much better team than the Mavericks. The only player that was consistent was Luka, and
not defensively.
he spent a lot of time crying,
Straight trash.
and Paul's letting a lot of men blow by him. And at the end of the day, I hope it was a learning lesson for them. We always talk about like it's not guaranteed you'll be there again. So I'm sure in his mind, it would be devastating for him if he ended his career and the only opportunity he had to go to the finals was this, because he's going to be better. He's going to learn from this. He's going to get better. In my opinion, he probably ain't going to win it with Dallas unless they capitalize in free agency. He might have to go to a bigger market. He might even have to go and pair up with like a Wemby or an Ant-Man
Jokic.
or a Jokic or even a Ja Morant, right? So he might have to go and find some of this young talent and pair up because those boys got teams that are much better than Dallas. And they're getting better. And I think they're going to be better next year.
Mavericks.
I think all those teams are going to be better
You
than the
talking about the
Mavericks.
Western Conference or the Mavs?
Yeah, I think the Western Conference
Yeah,
as a whole,
I
I think the Mavericks are trending down.
When you saying pair up, what does that mean for Kyrie?
Kyrie's older.
He's aging before our eyes. I mean, like,
Wait,
yes, he showed up when he showed up, but he wasn't consistent.
are you talking about breaking up the team already?
Yeah, I mean, when you say breaking up the team,
So
we know that the second best player was Kyrie, right? Who was the third best player?
that was my point.
TJ Washington.
Exactly.
And not for nothing, Kyrie and Luka have no defense.
That
That's
wasn't
it.
a problem with any other team but
But
the
it was a
Celtics.
problem when it came to the finals. It's going to be the same problem next year.
No,
And they might not even make it that far.
Luka got exposed.
Let's be honest.
nah.
Like the Mavericks
He did.
overachieved.
I agree.
The Mavericks overachieved.
I
No
agree.
one chose the Mavericks to be in the finals.
Exactly.
I will say this. No one chose the Mavericks, but we really have to look at the fact that everything is on matchups. Who did the Mavs have in the first round?
Clippers.
Clippers. Second round?
OKC.
OKC.
Third round? Minnesota. They didn't have Denver. They didn't have LA. They didn't have Sacramento. They didn't have
But they
Golden
beat
State.
good teams.
I understand.
Yeah, but it's like when you look at it, it's not like the Mavericks were like not the favorites in each of those series.
They weren't
like
the favorites
They were capable of beating all of those teams. It wasn't a mismatch.
I didn't say it was a mismatch. I just said that no one chose Dallas to go to the finals. I don't think any of us did.
Right.
And we weren't
So when you
surprised.
say they're overachieved,
I think we were more
They
surprised.
did overachieve.
They
but when you look
overachieved
at it,
because
but that's what they were saying about the West. At the West, a bunch of teams could make it.
Yeah.
Denver didn't look like a clear.
Number
Oh,
one. Yeah.
They didn't look like the Boston Celtics.
But Boston also had an easy road to the finals.
Right, but I'm talking about as far as the season, like Boston
Gotcha,
winning
gotcha.
80 games, there's 80 games a season and blah, blah, blah. They didn't have that type of record.
so in your opinion,
The West was
do you
wide
think
open.
you think it would have been 4-1 had Denver gone to the finals?
That's a different matchup.
But
No, I'm
that's
just
what
asking.
he's
I'm
asking.
asking.
That's
I'm asking
a
the
different
question.
different
That's a
matchup.
different matchup.
Obviously, it's a different matchup. That's why I'm asking.
Yes, that's
Oh,
what
It's
he
a
yeah,
said.
different
yeah,
matchup.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
different
yeah,
matchup. So,
so-
it's definitely not a 5-game
So,
sweep.
do you think it's so?
It's not a sweep, though.
It's a poor man's sweep, but or
Cool.
he said it was a.
Because
he said
I
it was
was
a
thinking,
five-game sweep.
I was thinking the gentleman sweep. That's
Yeah,
what
but like 4-1. Do you think Denver ends up 4-1 on
It's
the
way more
losing side?
competitive.
You think it'd be more competitive?
Absolutely.
You think
Yes.
it'll go more than 5 games?
Absolutely.
Okay. Minnesota goes. If you think it's 4-1.
I think so. No. I don't think. I think it's more competitive.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
why I'm saying Dallas
I agree with you.
overachieved. That's the only reason I'm saying it. I'm not saying that,
You can't say Dallas overachieved because he beat those teams.
right.
Handily.
Not handily.
Like, they beat those teams.
No, they beat
those
the
teams
Wolves
weren't
handily.
injured. They didn't have something
Right.
that go wrong with them.
Yes.
They beat those teams. That's why it's a matchup game. It's always been a matchup game.
That's why they
I agree with Rodney
overachieved,
with
though,
that.
because...
But Luka got exposed in the finals. Defensively, he was trash.
Yeah.
He couldn't stay in front of anybody. With Minnesota, they didn't have a playmaker outside of Ant. So therefore, he can kind of coast and be hidden on defense. With SGA, no one else. Josh Giddey came off the bench from that series. With the Clippers, who was really their offensive, you know what I mean? Like, so he was hidden up into the finals. And then once the finals hit, everyone could handle the rock and play offense or initiate the offense. And he was trash.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, can I ask you a
That's a
question?
matchup.
No, it's
overachieving.
overachieving, though.
No.
But it's, I
Because
think it's both.
they did more than
Yeah.
was expected of them.
Because no one,
In my opinion, I didn't pick them to beat Denver. You guys did, or
Yeah.
whoever did. So for me, I could say that because my choice was Denver to go
Okay.
to the finals.
So they overachieved. So if they overachieved, then that means that if they were to replay these playoffs again, you would think Dallas would lose between one of those three teams.
I would still choose the picks that I chose.
But you would think that Dallas would lose. The
I would
Clippers
think
would
that-
beat them.
I would have
think
chose.
OKC would beat them.
I
You would
would've
think that
chose-
Minnesota would beat them.
Yes, I would have chose
honestly,
those teams
we
to
all
beat
thought
them.
Minnesota was going to beat the Dallas Mavericks in the finals.
Right.
What's
but
finals?
the fact,
No, I think
now that we watch the series and we watch it, we have this information of how they could play, what they could do. And we watch, and now if they were to play again, are you still picking Minnesota?
Well,
because if you're
that's-
saying they overachieved, meaning they can't do it twice.
the term you're saying,
But they're gonna do it again.
the term you're
Who's gonna
referring
do it
to
again?
is that
if they were to
hindsight
play again.
is 2020. So yes, hindsight is 2020.
Exactly. So,
So
you
in
can't
hind-
now say it's overachieving.
Yes, I can because you're asking me something in hindsight. But prior to hindsight, I did not choose them to go this far, and a lot of people here did.
Wait, so you...
But when you say overachieving is not just for the past, present. It also means currently, like future-wise. Meaning, like if they were to play again, you would still pick Minnesota, and you would think that Minnesota would beat Dallas. But no, now that we've seen it, they didn't overachieve. We were wrong. They are better.
No, you're wrong. If I see Denver and Dallas in the finals or in the semifinals next year, I'm fucking choosing Denver. What are we talking
Denver
about?
didn't play Dallas.
Or it doesn't matter. Like I'm still choosing the same picks. I just think that they overachieved. I'm sorry that you think that because Minnesota beat them, that if they are a
Let me ask you
matchup
this.
again next year, they're
That's
gonna
not
be
what I'm
the
asking.
same.
I'm asking you against Dallas versus Minnesota.
I would have still chose who I saw just because I saw it now.
And right now, if they were to play tomorrow, you still think Minnesota is the better team over Dallas?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me ask you this. Is this Luka's last, only opportunity to win a championship as a number one option?
Nah.
About bad.
Why are you laughing at?
I'm Roddy.
Nah, I don't think this is like. I think Luka needs a
Ronnie,
least amount of help.
you're overachieving, Rodney.
I mean, if I do it again, that means I'm not overachieving. It means you was wrong.
Isaiah Thomas overachieved.
Wait. Can I ask y'all a question?
Yeah,
Though?
does he?
Do y'all think
he joined it again?
Do y'all think Luka was really exposed in this playoffs?
Defensively,
defensively,
right?
Do y'all? No. Realistically,
And all that crybaby shit, like it hurt his,
no, but he's been doing this for a minute though.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
when
He's
it
been doing it
counts,
for a minute.
Yeah.
that Shaq's been missing free throws
But
for
what
a minute,
he
but
said,
he hit him when they count,
In
right?
what way?
No, that's
He
what
missed free throws as well.
That's what I'm asking you because I've
That's where
seen
he's probably exposed more at.
Yeah.
I've seen just from what I've from social media and whatnot.
Yeah.
There's just a shift. Like 3 weeks ago, Luka was the best player in the league. Everybody was riding this nigga's, everything.
I've never.
Now all of a sudden, everything has changed. Like it's a lot of hate towards Luka.
Yeah,
I don't think anything has changed.
That's the
Like,
game.
he did exactly what he was supposed to do.
He got exposed.
Let him score. Let him do what he, get those assists.
But
and
he really
rebounds.
wasn't facilitating either, though. He was really playing hero ball a little bit.
Yeah, he was playing hero ball.
He had to though.
And
Not
like,
necessarily.
it didn't even.
With the Celtics defense, he
You
had
know
to.
when it's like in the finals and like people stepping up in the playoffs, and then when they step it up in the playoffs, they go even harder when they get to the finals.
Yeah.
And it's like you see the best version of LeBron, you see the best version of Kobe in the finals.
That's what I'm
It
saying.
was like Luka wasn't really trying on defense.
That's at all.
He
was with
he
it.
had the numbers to support it though.
Numbers what? Defensively?
But what about
Oh no, I'm talking. I'm
what I'm
strictly
talking
talking
about is
offensively.
I'm talking about
both
the
sides.
eyes. Like
You
when
gotta
you
talk
look
about
at
both
it with
sides.
the
I got you.
eyes.
But no, so that was one of my points is Luka and Kyrie, who were they going to stop on the opposing side?
But at least
credible,
at least Kyrie shows effort defensively. Luka doesn't do anything.
That's true.
I can't. I understand that, but Luka he's the reason you're there.
No, a whole entire team. They played well, bro. Even from the trade deadline into the finals, they played really well.
So what you're saying is what they ride and die with him?
They do, because even when they had those big leads, I was still a little like, Luka's still playing. Like they could still do something.
That's true, but
they was up 21, and they brought it down to 8, and little things here and there. It could have gone a different way. But
so what are you saying?
No. I'm saying that I don't think Luka. I think Luka may be taking a little. He's taking extra, a little bit more than he should, in my opinion.
But bro, he's the Mavericks.
No. I understand.
I think it was
saying
his fault.
The Celtics are just good. Period. It was
his fault.
No matter what Luka did, the Celtics were going to win.
But being the face of the league and the requirements that it comes, arguably, right? He could be Luka.
He was his chance.
Yeah, hell yeah, that was his chance.
He failed miserably.
But all great players, it happens to. But the fact that he didn't show face defensively and on the biggest stage, it kind of says numbers. And he's out of shape, right?
I mean,
and he might have been injured. I'm not giving him an excuse, but it's like,
what do you mean by out of shape? Like, explain that, because I heard it and I saw it, but when you say he's out of shape, what do you mean? Like his body doesn't look like toned and physique doesn't look tight, like he kind of like plays because he has.
Correct. It looks like he drinks beers after games,
and then he drinks beer and goes and has.
And that's why. Remember the clip where Michael Finley took the beer away from him?
Yes,
Michael Finley knows what time it is. No, it's dead ass, bro. It's like the fact that like he doesn't take the work because he's so naturally gifted at the game of basketball, where he doesn't take the other side of it possibly serious.
Or he doesn't think that he needs to have like a Ferrari body,
so he could be immature, right? And not taking on the challenge. Like I can just coast.
We've seen players like that in the past. We've seen Paul Pierce,
you don't think
Carmelo Anthony. You know, these guys that didn't take particular care of their body the same.
I think y'all all right. We just stating the obvious, which has been obvious. Celtics were the better team.
Of course. They were a deeper team as well.
Luka sucks on defense.
Sucks.
He doesn't try on defense.
At all.
He could try and he still wouldn't be good. So it's like
that's a fact.
But you don't think if he lost weight, right? You don't think that would help?
I mean, he could. He could try and he wouldn't be good. That's like over this season. There's no way that he was going to turn it on the finals defensively. Like you haven't been doing it. That's not you. Can you work at it? Can he get better over time? Yes, he could do that. But it's like what we're frustrated in is because we knew all of this with Luka and Kyrie. They're poor defensively. That's what it was.
No, Kyrie's not poor, but I get you.
Not great. But we expected Luka to be able to take over, to be the best player on the court, to let your offense overshadow.
Yes.
Jalen and Jason Tatum didn't have great offensive series.
Correct.
So you had the chance to overshadow them completely on offense, but you couldn't do that because of their defense. Kyrie was a no-show.
I thought Jalen Brown had a good offensive series.
Spurs. They both had Spurs. They didn't work consistently.
I mean, they didn't just like overwhelm you offensively, them two.
Real quickly, I just want to throw this out there. So for the series, Jalen averaged 25 and 5. 25.2 and 5.
Yep.
Jason Tatum was 22, 7.2, and 7.
Yeah. But Jalen took on the best defender. Didn't stop it
every night.
But he took on the challenge of doing something.
Okay, and your guy still averaged 30.
All I'm saying is he took on the challenge. That's all I'm saying. Taking on the challenge of the best of course he's going to get his numbers because he's offensively gifted.
Yeah. No, I know.
He didn't get a good 30. And it wasn't the 30 that we was expecting.
A great example was Ant-Man. Like Ant-Man tried that with Kyrie and got his ass smoked, right? So, I mean, Jalen Brown did it with Luka and was still able to produce on the other side.
Correct. So his legs.
He was able to actually come out as the MVP despite that.
I don't know. So that went into my next point. I was going to say, so with that being said, you think Jalen deserved won the finals?
Yes.
Hey, it's his team, man.
What kind of question is that?
Can I? Let me say this off.
What do you mean?
What I'm going to say is, don't be mad at me. I actually clapped for Jalen Brown when he won that.
I ain't mad at you for that. No, I ain't mad at you. I respect that because I
was smiling.
I love his speech. I love this speech.
But other than that, I was me mugging the whole time.
No. I'm not even upset that he won it. I think that the fact that you have two guys that you can consider to be the finals MVP, is a great thing. But I
who's the
think
other guy?
last night's game, Jason had the signature game, but overall the series was Jalen.
Yeah.
I think Jason had the best game last night
But
because it was 4 or 5 possessions where it was strictly Jason, and he got it.
You know what it is? Jason is he's a great system player from what it seems like.
He got the assists, he got the points, he did everything
That's
he
a
was supposed
system.
to do.
Yeah, a system player.
And
He's
Jalen-
a great system
And
player.
it feels like he can only win as a 1B.
There you go.
So Jalen Brown doesn't get anything
Jason.
from playing with Jason Tatum. So Jalen Brown on his own team is going
That's
to
why
get
I
the same
said
thing.
I don't know. Scottie Pippen shined after Jordan left. He was third MVP voting. I'm just saying.
He was one play away from going to the finals.
I'm just
But he
saying.
didn't.
I'm just saying.
That's
So
all I'm saying.
we don't know.
It don't matter.
We can't really.
It
this is
doesn't.
what
No,
we can't
we do know. We do know.
Listen,
We do
how?
know. We didn't win.
Who didn't win?
Scotty didn't win.
I'm talking about Jalen. We don't know the Jalen Brown situation. We don't know if Jason Tatum
And
returned.
I think
We don't
that's
know
a
what
natural
happened.
narrative just because we got a 1A and 1B over there.
Yeah.
Because everybody's going to bring that up. The truth of the matter is the Celtics got a hell of a team. Those two seem to be able to get along. We'll see next year how Jason comes back. But right now, it's Jalen's team.
He swept the individual awards.
It's Jalen's team. He swept the awards. He did the most. He did the best player on the other team and kept phenomenal numbers. And he led his team.
Who did Jason Tatum beat?
Everybody had to D up
How many
Luka
times?
at one point. That's all I'm saying. I'm not,
Jalen,
bro. I'm not.
Jason was the worst defender on that team.
I'm no.
Out of the
Who did
players.
say that again, bro?
You know,
Jason
you can say
was
that.
the
That's
worst
cool.
defender.
That's cool.
But
I'm not upset with it at
I
all.
disagree with it being Jalen's team. I don't see
It's
it like
not
that.
Jalen's team. Clearly,
So explain.
y'all watched the game last night and y'all felt that when
One game? Sir?
This is over the course of.
I've been saying that
He has more points,
since
assists, and rebounds.
the playoffs started, that this was Jalen Brown's team, and they were playing. If y'all remember what I said the finals is going to determine whose team it is. Do y'all remember me saying that? Yes. Let's not our heads.
What
Yes.
episode was that? Was it like
Yeah,
episode 15?
Yeah, it was somewhere around.
I mean, go
there.
check that out, though.
Yes.
Mhm.
I specifically said they were fighting for whose team it was, and someone said, "Why are you creating this narrative? Why are you trying to bring
It
two
was
players
the
against
Celtics
each
fan.
other on my favorite team?" And we all looked at
I mean,
The Celtics fan.
and then I asked, I said, whose team are you a fan of? And then we didn't answer the question. We just continued. Yes, keep drinking. Because you remember?
It's verbatim.
Yeah. This is a verbatim.
yeah,
right?
it is. It
And
is.
so at the end of the day, we're done with the playoffs. Jalen swept the playoffs for every award. It is his fucking team.
My nigga, I don't care.
It's his team.
I seriously
You're a
don't
Celtics fan,
care.
though.
I'm a
Alright, but,
Lakers fan. I don't care. I had to pick between two teams. And
You already
I picked the
say
best team.
I don't care.
You're a Celtics fan.
Thank
Pick the best team. Pick the best team.
But I don't see it like. I think they needed this.
Who? The Mavericks? Or the
No,
Celtics?
Jason and Jalen.
Needed what?
For now I'm getting the names confused. For Jalen to get his just due.
Okay.
I think they needed. Not saying that Jason didn't want it, because if you was watching the game, they obviously was going for it, both of them,
Yeah.
right? And
For
wanted
sure.
it.
For sure.
But once they sit back and think about it, they should realize that Jason Tatum is getting everything. After the finals went off, the first commercial was Jason Tatum. That it was his commercial. Like, he's gonna get everything that's coming to him. He's already getting everything that's coming to him as far as commercials, money, and everything, and his new contract that's coming up. Jalen is getting paid, but he hasn't getting his just due. He didn't make no All NBAs, no All Defensive Teams. He's not,
But
he
you
doesn't
need that.
have that team.
You need that, though.
Yeah,
Gotta be competitive.
but
That's
now
okay.
with this Larry Bird trophy and now the Bill Russell trophy,
He definitely gonna be on there next year.
exactly.
They can't.
And it just validates him. And they won it together. I think they're a duo.
No.
Thank you.
They
No,
are a
thank
duo.
you.
I'm not.
Thank
No,
you.
no.
No, I think they are.
I'm
and
I'm not arguing. I just feel like it's Jalen Brown's team. They're a great duo.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm
if
saying.
there's a
I don't-
1A
I
and there's a 1B.
I don't think there's a 1A or 1B.
There can't be a 1A and a 1A.
I'll say this.
There is in this case. Because why? Like, I'll explain it. If you're watching the game offensively, the game is run through Tatum. He's running the offense.
And sometimes
He's
bad
getting
shots.
double team. He's getting triple team. Yes. And he's forcing up shots. and he has the liberty to do that because he's the guy on the team. That's why he takes more shots. That's why he's able to do those things.
But the same thing can be said about Jaylen Brown.
Jalen gets the benefit of playing one-on-one and getting the lesser matchup of not having to be the initiator. But he also has the responsibility of being the number one defender. So it's 50-50.
I don't think it's 50-50.
Wait, to your point. No. To his point, a lot of the time, everybody was looking at this team as like a Batman and Robin. But I look at it as like a Batman and Superman. Like it's two main tier guys.
Motherfucking comic books in this situation.
See what I'm saying?
I like that. Jaylen Brown.
But am I wrong?
Jaylen Brown is the man.
Why do you, okay?
I just like Jaylen Brown.
Maybe it's
the true winner in this is Danny Ainge.
Facts.
Danny Ainge took a risk on Jaylen Brown when no one knew who he was coming out of Cal.
No.
I was mad at
Let's go further than that. Danny Ainge has been hustling the NBA for the last 10 fucking years. So let's be real about it.
Yeah.
He traded Paul Pierce and Kevin Garnett to the Brooklyn Nets for the future of his team, which ended up being Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
Yeah.
Then he went and shook his ass down to Washington, D.C., and he pulled off a miraculous trade to get KP from damn near nothing. Then he went to the Trailblazers and got, what's my boy's name? The point guard?
Dave?
Drew White. I said Drew White.
Drew Holiday.
Drew Holiday, yeah. Oh, I'm sorry.
For damn near nothing off a trade where they thought Milwaukee won because they got.
Oh no, you're talking about Brad Stevens is within that elk. But yeah, Danny Ainge is like
Danny Ainge is behind all that.
He was the fire because he's now in Utah.
Yeah,
he's a fire starter like with the Boston Celtics because people thought about Lonzo Ball was going to be great. They thought Markelle Fultz was going to be. Jason Tatum was that.
But that was his team. That's all his people still in Boston.
Yeah, but who was in the draft of Jaylen Brown? Can you pull that up real quick? Because honestly, no one knew who Jaylen Brown was.
That was Brandon Ingram and Ben Simmons.
Everybody
was that the same draft.
Yeah,
and it was. So I mean, is he the better player out of the top three?
Oh yeah, Ben Simmons, Brandon Ingram.
If you think about it, right?
Top three.
Could he arguably be the number one pick in that draft?
He's been the most consistent.
He's the best in that draft at this time.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, shout out to Danny Ainge for like constructing his team. And
I was completely wrong.
And Brad Stevens like
Ben Simmons over him?
Huh?
They're gonna put Ben Simmons over him?
Who? Over Jaylen?
Jaylen?
Initially at that time, yeah, you definitely take him. Because he was like the LeBron 2.0.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
To all the mental and
back then,
physical issues.
In hindsight, if you go back, you would take Jaylen Brown over Ben Simmons?
No.
You don't know.
Steve.
I'm saying hindsight.
Do y'all remember the Ben Simmons rookie year highlights?
Yeah. That's what I'm asking him.
Yeah, I would definitely take Ben Simmons over.
Okay. So even knowing what you know now.
Because you're doing it at the time.
He's using the same argument Ronnie's trying to use, basically. That's what he's doing.
I'll take it, Ben Simmons.
But what did Ronnie just say? I'm taking Ben Simmons. Guess what, Ronnie? Ronnie?
But it was at.
I'm taking Denver. I'm taking Minnesota. I'm taking all those teams, knowing what I know right now.
That's
Stop looking at me like I'm crazy.
Ben Simmons got injured. That's an injury thing. That's why he's not playing.
But prior to that.
I don't think y'all understand. Ben Simmons was.
That's the only reason he hasn't played because
Ben Simmons was a mini LeBron.
I'm not saying that,
and I still might take Brandon Ingram before him. But I'm biased because he was a Laker, so I can't see clearly. But
no, Brandon Ingram is. No. Brandon Ingram turned out to be a very good player. He's in New Orleans. He's doing his thing.
He's a free agent this year.
Y'all would love to have him.
Hell yeah! Are you kidding me? Take him and Lonzo ball back. And Lonzo.
Lonzo bucket again, dog. What you talking about?
I'm with Lonzo.
Okay.
He's a lick. I didn't hear what he said.
I'll take Brandon Ingram and Lonzo back right now.
Let me ask you this. Is it the start of a new dynasty with the Celtics?
What, because they won?
I'm just asking a question.
Is this a recap of the Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, Kevin Garnett, one ring and they're done?
No, because they're young, to your point, and they're rolling into their eighth.
You know the Celtics win one championship every 20 years.
That's what I'm saying. Like, ain't
nobody worried about that.
I'm just asking a question, dog. Can we be a basketball fan and not Laker fans?
How can you be a basketball fan and not a Laker fan, my nigga? Read the source.
Yeah, I got
Founded in
17.
1947.
This is
my nigga.
irrelevant. This is irrelevant
You know what I'm
right now.
saying?
This is irrelevant.
Listen, I don't think that
We
there's
talking about
enough-
the champions
So
of this year.
to answer this
18.
to answer this fairly,
I don't want to
I
talk
don't
about
think
it.
there's enough money to keep this team together. Therefore, I don't think that they are a dynasty. I think that with the salary cap, and I think with the salary cap penalties that they have to pay now, to have $200-300 million players on the team, you have no team. That just doesn't make sense.
But it's already
But
they're
they're
already
locked in.
on the team.
They're locked in.
Right, but don't they have to re-sign Tatum?
That's the only person, and he's already on the team. So there's no rules against that. Like they're gonna resign.
I mean, but the penalty on there is crucial. I don't know. And
I'll take that. I'll go to the luxury tax for that.
The money that they're just
I
making
mean,
right now is
you-
And they about to re-up on the TV deals pretty soon, so they'll be all right.
you sure? Like, you
This
know
is-
how much money people
This
make?
is
Yeah.
Boston.
I don't really like Boston.
I mean,
I'm not
that's his
qualified.
favorite team. You know the whole history.
Yeah, he done do
You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
Oh,
Boston
He
guy.
said, he just said to me, he said, "This is Boston we talking about." Like that meant something to me.
Yo, man, what's up with you, bro?
So
I'm trying to get I'm trying to be on my best behavior.
So a couple episodes we didn't say that the NBA does well when LA's doing good, Boston's doing good,
No,
New
that's
York's
a
doing
fact.
good.
New
That's
York?
a fact. I didn't say
New York?
great. I said good.
And I said LA and Boston. I said New York.
I said
I didn't
good,
say
not
New York.
great.
Hey, ain't nobody. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
That's all I'm
you
saying.
hopping on the bandwagon a little too freely, bro.
There was
I
two
know the
teams.
Lakers-
There was two teams.
I know the Lakers got out early, got up out of there early and all that. I get it.
Let the Lakers be in the playoffs. I'll show you.
I mean, we don't know anymore because
They
the
will-
Celtics are the champions right now.
I know. Like I feel like
That hurts. That hurts.
No, it ain't
Listen,
hurt.
we got to go.
Let me
We
ask
got
y'all
to
this.
go. We
Let
got
me,
to
let me, we don't have to go anywhere. Like, how do y'all feel now that they got 18 and they won up, Joe?
It hurts. I don't like that.
Yeah, you feel like second
Now
place.
I gotta drink this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Maker's Mark.
I don't like that shit.
Man,
Nah, for real.
I mean, you got a bad taste in your mouth for that, Steve? It's not because of the liquor.
pause.
Not because of big.
At the end of the day, it's just like I have friends that are like from Massachusetts
Yeah.
and
So you got to hear it.
diehard Celtics fans,
Trash.
and you know all the mass holes out there. They're
So is
eating
it-
this up.
So it's
you know?
fuck Boston?
Huh?
Is it fuck
Yeah.
Boston?
Oh, all day it is.
Okay.
But,
All right. No, I'm just asking questions.
but they have a legitimate argument to throw at me. You know,
Are they better in a clear? I know the answer already. But are they in a better situation than you guys are right now?
Don't ask the fucking question, nigga.
Well, are y'all in a better situation?
no,
than
we
the
got,
Lakers
we
are?
got the king.
We didn't even let the summer pass yet. We
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know
we
who
got
was
to
on the
go.
roster.
But you're a Celtics fan,
shout
so
out to
therefore
Ryan,
I'm just
but
asking.
Nah,
We don't know who's on the roster.
No, that's a next season conversation. What? Listen, you need to worry about the Knicks. They're
We
practicing
coming, bro.
right now.
We there, bro.
Yeah, they
We just got hurt.
right now.
Nah,
Yo,
the
hurt.
champions
We
was in
are-
your division.
we
We got hurt.
the Lakers
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
Celtics are like we back and forth 17-18, 17-18. Like the Knicks is where at?
Yeah, they do nothing.
Where at?
I'm talking about the last couple of years. We have them just like
Nah,
y'all.
but what the
We see the
Celtics
confetti fall.
what the Celtics winning, you already know what that means. That means the Lakers about to get 4, 5, 6, or 7 championships in the meantime. And then the Celtics get another one.
With who? Y'all don't have a
We're the
head coach.
Lakers, man.
Y'all in disarray.
We get championships every
Y'all in
decade.
disarray.
Listen, we in a better position than the Knicks.
Y'all in disarray. Not at all.
I'll tell you that much.
You have an aging superstar. You got a fragile superstar or star, and that's it.
Listen, all y'all
We got
players
a
is
bona fide
aging.
superstar. Shout out to Jalen
Y'all
Brunson.
don't
All
even
you
have a
players is
shout out to
superstar.
Jalen
You
Brunson.
usually have a superstar. You have a good
practice.
Shout
player.
out. Shout out to Jalen. But
You're not even a superstar.
Who?
Jalen
Jalen Brunson's a
not
superstar. He's on the verge.
He's a great
We're on the
player.
verge of what?
Superstar.
He's 5'10".
That's all right. 5'11". 5'11". Third team all, second team all NBA. Third team all NBA. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me nice, man. Second team actually all NBA. Talk to me. Talk to me. You know what I mean? So we on the
That's cute.
You know what I mean? We
That's
there.
cute.
We
That's
we,
cute.
we here, baby. We Knicks is 6. I know we're
Knicks is 6 what?
Huh?
Years?
Knicks is 6.
Decades?
Yo,
Knicks is 6 decades,
but
baby.
y'all haters, bro. Like I said, next year we here, man. We here, bro.
You seen Julius Randle do his analyst thing. He's trying to get off the team. He's not even
I
trying to
want him
do
off the
no
team.
more.
I want him off the team. He's a ball stopper. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? So let's see this offseason what we do. I know y'all not gonna do nothing.
I know what y'all gonna do.
We can be in the
We're
finals.
gonna practice.
What finals? Hard.
The 2025 finals is going to be the Lakers and the Celtics.
That's what it is, man.
They're building it up. I'm trying to tell
What are you building? You're not building nothing. You don't have anything.
That's a hot take.
It's not
Now,
hot about that take.
Listen,
Listen,
if it happens,
Steve,
it's not going to happen.
We need the Lakers and Celtics for this decade.
for sure.
I'm confused.
That's cool. You can say what you want. You're
For
still
sure.
a Knicks fan. The
I'm
worst
Regardless of what happens, I'm still a Knicks fan. I'm over to a nigga that's my rival and go on their bed. Well, I don't do none of that.
That's
like
cool.
somebody on
That's
this
cool.
podcast, I mean,
That's
so
cool.
cold surge and all that.
We didn't get into a Lakers Celtics playoff series, which is next year.
Not at all.
Telling you.
Anyway,
Yes, it is.
we kind of like
the
fast
Celtics
forward
didn't
a
take out
little
the
bit.
Knicks in the first round.
Fast forward a little bit. What happened with Kyrie, man?
Age. Like, you hinted to some stuff I didn't know about. He had some personal things going on.
I mean, I don't know about it. I just heard him mention it.
Right.
Like, I don't know the details.
What are you going to be?
This nigga looked at you in the
What?
lab.
Nigga, I'm looking. I'm interested in what he said. Talk about.
Nah, he mentioned he had a death while he was in Boston. A family member or somebody close to him passed away. And he said Boston was a hard time. So the way that it looked to me, it didn't look like it was Boston's defense that was stopping Kyrie. It looked to me that he just was thinking. It looked to me it looked similar to LeBron in freaking 11. James Harden, what he be going through in the playoffs.
Don't bring James in this.
Playoff P.
Don't bring James into this.
I picked those two people because those two guys are thinkers. And they predicate the game on thinking and then doing. Harden and LeBron. So,
but James hasn't even sniffed anything.
right.
Okay.
He be choking.
Okay.
But it also because he be thinking too much. But
Okay.
yeah, damn. Wow. Because he be thinking too much. And Kyrie was out there thinking. He wasn't playing. That's what I'm trying to say. He was just out there thinking. You could see that he just...
But my nigga, yes,
Yeah.
I get it. But back, I forget what it was, but Bill Russell played for the Celtics, my nigga. Niggas broke into his home in Boston and shit on his bed.
What?
That's the type of shit he
I
had
don't
to
know
deal
the
with.
story.
Yeah, niggas had to there was also when he retired when they retired his number.
not knowing Celtic story.
When they retired, he had to have an empty arena because of the fact that he didn't want any Boston fans on the celebration of his retiring his jersey.
Yeah.
So he had to fight through all that adversity. So it's like, granted, like, I'm sorry that something happened with Kyrie's family passing or someone close to him passing away in Boston, but you got to fight through a little bit of adversity. You know what I mean? There.
But you can't say that. I mean, you can say that. I'm not going to say that because
everybody handles
of course
that type of
and him playing well against every other team is him handling
but
that.
Historically, he's played bad against Boston. Almost like there's a curse on him since he left
his time in Boston. But that's what I'm saying. He's just now said that he's went through some things in Boston.
Okay. But my nigga, so much shit on your bed.
Yeah, but you don't. Someone shitting in your bed and someone passing away.
Big difference.
You still was gonna go shit in the bed? It was usually
but nigga, this is my home.
Somebody's dead, bro.
Yes,
somebody can't see I'm not knocking. I'm not saying
you understand that. And we don't know who it was.
But we don't know who shared his bed either. We don't know, my nigga. It's like, my nigga, you hate me that much when you shit on where I stay? I'm supposed to be your manners in them and all that. You shit on my bed? Where I lay my home down? Come on, bro. No disrespect to Kyrie. I guess I'm more shocked the fact that he didn't play well, bro.
That's
he didn't play well, right?
That makes sense. So you gotta really think about it. Somebody had to go in the house, like,
bro, I had to go all the way to shit on the
all the wire batters and shit on the bed.
What is it compared to somebody dying?
I'm not laughing at the fact that he lost a loved one.
Of course not.
Right.
But the fact that, like, I think it's somebody shit on your bed and you still went out one champion. I get it, whatever. But
I don't know. But the way he played versus the story, it makes a little bit of sense. There's some dots there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He didn't look right.
Yeah.
And conversely, he played well in Dallas. So to say that maybe Boston wasn't playing the same defense in Dallas, what are you saying? I don't know. To me, when I saw it, when I was watching it, there was plenty of times where I saw that, they got backline defense against Kyrie, but he has this whole side. Kyrie could do a pull-up. He could do anything. Kyrie's so creative whatever you give him, he's gonna
So
take.
he was overthinking?
He didn't take it.
He was over.
He was overthinking.
Gotcha.
Why was he overthinking? That's my whole point. I don't know.
Was it a mix of the finals and personal, or
I
are we
think it was
making
Boston.
excuses for him?
Yeah, I don't
I think it was
finals.
Boston. I think
Yeah, it might have been
he
Boston.
played bad against Boston. He had that good game one when he was with Brooklyn, when him and KD. I attributed that to him going through Ramadan.
Yeah.
Like he didn't have the energy.
Yeah.
But he had a bad series against Boston. So we don't know what it is.
I mean, I don't know, man. I just
think it was a bad matchup.
But usually, I mean, but Kyrie gives you a puncher's chance to like figure that shit out, right?
He gave it to you in game 4?
Yeah. But game 3 when KP was out, you would think going home they would have the energy. No, everyone fell flat as an entirely team. But going back to a puncher's chance, I mean, the fight, like the face of boxing, Tank, you know what I mean, obliterated Frank Martin, which I think. I mean, we watched it together. What do you take away from the fight?
I think this was one of his better fights, in my opinion, because he showed everything. He showed boxing, he showed power, he showed poise, composure, and honestly,
His chin. He got touched.
He got touched, but it wasn't surprising because he's used to that. The way he fights, he downloads. He downloads the information. He's a slow starter, so he'll get the hit, although he'll roll with it just to get that information. And he'll give it back to you.
I got a question.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Maybe I'm the lesser known boxer, whatever.
Aficionado.
Yeah, that word. Is Tank really that good?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because Tank has power. He's a boxer.
And when I ask that, I'm comparing to the others that they say are that good.
Yeah. So
to me, he looks like he gets hit.
But this is the thing. Like when you think about Muhammad Ali, you think about Mike Tyson, you think about Floyd Mayweather. There's one thing you could say about all three of those guys is that they had chins. They've taken powerful punches. They've been hit, and you can even talk about fights like the rope-a-dope, right? Mike Tyson has had his whole head knocked off. Pause. And he's taken a lot of hits. And these guys have still gone on and been amazing boxers. They've finished fights hurt. Remember when Floyd fought Sugar Shane?
Yeah.
Remember that?
He got rocked.
He won still.
But
this nigga Tank, that's what I'm saying. Like, Tank be getting hit.
But he's not getting hit like that because he rolls. So
he doesn't get hurt.
He doesn't get hurt. He rolls with. He has.
It's boxing.
Tank has good defense.
When have you seen Tank hurt?
I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't get hurt. But I'm just saying.
He's got a great chin. He gets hit in the chin.
No. So to that point, there was a recent interview where even Tank stated the same thing. The interview asked him about his chin, and he said, like, I haven't been hit on the button, so I don't know. Like, even that's how boxing is.
He was like that Philly shell defense, so
he doesn't even have the Philly shell. That's all of that is Floyd. But you have to understand, Floyd is the one who put the eyes on Tank, so he sees something. Like, it's Floyd Mayweather that put all this shit on Tank.
When I watch him, what do you call that defense then?
It's not Philly shell
because he's rolling.
Just boxing, bro.
Honestly, he just reacts to what you're doing.
It's boxing and he's reacting.
Yeah.
So his thing, it's not anything special. Like, he's gonna take the hit. Like, it's not.
That's weird.
It's not.
It's not weird because he. All right. So
I think what makes it weird to me is how good he is that they say he is. Because if you're that good, then you're not just taking hits. You're doing defense because if you take the wrong hit, you're gonna it could affect you.
Depending on the opponent.
Floyd is not just taking hits. Muhammad Ali wasn't just taking hits. Nobody's just taking hits. But Tank looks like he's like
he's a tank.
But
he takes powerful hits.
But to that point,
right?
My bad.
But to that point, I think we also have to take away the fact that, like, although what we think of Floyd Mayweather, perfect defense or whatever, he did get hit.
Yeah.
He didn't get hit on the butt. That's the thing.
He got caught.
No. I'm talking
every
about
time during a match. A professional boxer.
I'm talking about shoulder. I'm talking about shoulders.
You talking about Floyd never got hit. Floyd got hit.
He got hit, but I'm just saying he is a different defense. Like, it's two different fighters between Tank and Floyd.
Floyd got punched in the chin.
But the thing is,
he got caught in the chin. Tank is getting punched in the chin.
Tank is also.
You're saying like the whole fight?
Yeah.
But Tank is not facing people like Tank. Is what all.
Yeah, but
also, like, he's not facing
we all
anybody.
watching it. We heard Tank say, he got no power. He can't hurt me.
Yeah,
That's what he does, though.
yeah. But there's nobody else.
To his
that has
discredit,
power
he downloads information. While he's downloading that information, he's getting hit. But if you notice, he closes the gap. That's what happens.
I see that. I noticed that.
Every fight he does that.
He locks the ring down. He starts cutting it off.
Right.
He lets you jump out of the corners. You jump out of the corners. But after
He walks
3,
you
4
down.
rounds, you're not jumping out the corners and saying,
Because your legs are going.
you're going to kind of sit in that corner and try to move your head a little bit more.
Now you're
And,
stationary.
and now that you're not moving your legs, he's now going to catch you in the body, which he loves to do. And if that head is open, pause.
Yeah, but
He's going to
Take
take
to
it
the
out.
body, went to the head. That's what Calvin Ford tells him in the corner.
to the same point. But that's generally what a lot of boxers do. Like Lomachenko is the same way.
Exactly.
The first couple of rounds, he's gonna lose them. He'll get hit. He'll
That's
move
the
around.
beauty of
He won't
knowing
even
you
get hit
got
on the
that
button.
power.
But he just wants to see, oh, this is what you got. Word. Okay.
And
This
let's
is it.
not overlook the fact that how accurate he is.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I
He's
wanted to touch on
pinpoint
that
accurate.
too.
That's very familiar with like Floyd, how
He's-
accurate he is.
But the thing is, Tank can fight going backwards, going forwards, going left, going right. He's complete. The only thing is he just takes a long time to down your information. So that's why he gets hit a lot.
Yeah, he's not a front runner. So like the first 3 rounds he may lose. But like
But that's just
come 4 or 5,
Yeah,
once he's locked in on you,
you're done.
he's gonna give you like you got like 4 rounds.
He's like a shark. If he smells blood in the water, you're done.
You got
Once
like
he sees
4
the blood in
rounds
the
from
water, you're
there.
done, bro.
Right?
and he's one of the boxers that understands boxing. Like you ask him,
His IQ is crazy.
he stated it. He was nervous in the Ryan Garcia fight. He understands that you can't take top contenders from fight to fight. You can't do that. You're gonna lose eventually.
Yeah.
So you have to have the exhibitions, the stay busy fights,
Mhm.
not the main event fights.
And he knew that combo was gonna win him the fight
Because the
because
thing
he
is,
used it in
practicing
2 rounds in a row.
not only
before.
that, the fact that like they show after the fact what they show in training camp.
Yeah,
So they work on the shit that that's
he
possibly
knew
gonna
it was
win
going to win
fights.
him the
Say that
fight.
again.
So they'll show the punching combination on the bag, so to speak, or on mitts, what translates into the fight after the fight happens. They'll show the recap.
Okay.
So did you
and-
So
did you
they're
see
working
that?
during camp.
in this specific fight, and there was an emphasis on the uppercut. And
Correct.
that's the fight. That's the punch that pretty much took him out.
So
That
the
left
combo
hand
that
came
he
after wasn't needed.
the
uppercut
combo
was
that
it.
he hit him with that like rolls him up so he could finish him off.
Yeah.
That combo,
Pause.
they trained for that. Like there's video of him training that specific combo,
Correct.
that accuracy, that pinpoint to finish the fight. Like they trained for that combo to finish. And shout out to his trainer because that's what took him out.
Yeah.
And yeah, and I'll show you the video after. But yeah, it was like pinpoint. And
Yeah.
man, you train that, it becomes muscle memory. This dude's already got all that power.
Facts.
Like
And he went in the press conference when he flinched and Frank Martin flinched.
oh,
That's
damn.
how he won.
Oh no! So that's another thing I
He
wanted.
won.
Like the whole flinch. Although people didn't want to, like, I didn't put too much into it because it's like, yo, you got to be ready. You got to be ready. I understand, but
Yeah.
it's the way he flinched. It's the way he flinched.
Yeah,
Like, yo,
there was a
fight
little
scary
fear in it,
flinch.
right?
No,
Yeah,
that's what I'm
that's a scary
saying. But that was a fight. If you watch the fight, for the majority of the fight, Tank wasn't even throwing. He had his hands up and he was just walking forward
Yeah.
with the threat, the stress of, all right, I might throw. And this dude was reacting.
Oh, you remember when he
Everything.
when he fake threw
Everything.
and he jumped back
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then
Or
Tank started
ducked.
laughing at him like,
Yeah.
I was going to
Like,
point
you're
that out.
afraid of
Tank
me.
laughed at him during the fight. And he
Because
was
he's
like,
like,
yo,
you're
why are you
afraid of
jumping?
you're afraid of me.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's a bully. He's
So, I
a
mean,
bully. He
No,
was
no,
a
no,
bully
it's
in
not
that
a
fight.
bully. Like when you're a fighter, right? There is no bullies.
You're
in
a killer.
fighting,
You're a killer.
right? It's just you're a fighter. I'm a killer.
Yeah.
You're in the ring. You brought a knife to a gunfight.
No,
Yeah.
bully in the sense of, he said this in an interview before. If you're not supposed to be in the ring with me, I'm going to make sure you're out. I'm not going to play. That's why he has 30 wins and 28 KOs.
Is he
What
the face?
a record.
Is
huh?
is he the face of boxing now?
He's a face in boxing.
Who's the other face?
Canelo.
Is Canelo? Only because like at this point, does Canelo pick his fights as he,
Well,
as he
Canelo's
should?
right.
You tell the Mexican fans
Canelo's
that
got
he's
the
not
machine behind him.
Huh?
So you
Yeah.
gotta understand, like the Mexican fan base is huge for boxing. Right? And whoever that Mexican fighter is, it's just like kind of like Puerto Rico, but bigger. Like when we had like Tito,
Tito Ortiz.
yeah, like he was
Tito
Trinidad.
Yeah,
Like that. There was a following behind him, right?
Yeah,
it's like 10 times that with the Mexican fighters when they got their fighter.
Yeah,
like Cinco de Mayo.
So then imagine why. So why doesn't he fight Benavidez? Canelo.
I mean, it's Golden Boy. He doesn't choose his fights. I know he doesn't. He's got an all-star team that's gonna pick the fight that makes the most money and the most sense.
Benavidez
True,
Mexican.
But the thing is, like,
I don't know what y'all talking about.
But the thing is, like, you're the champion in your division, and this guy is the clear number one contender. He has a title that's mandated for your number one. That's what I'm saying.
In 2025, in boxing, belts don't count anymore. They don't count.
No. I understand your point. But belts is why Jamel Charlo.
I get you.
What's up with them niggas? I ain't heard about them in a minute.
Gotta do more.
Don't nobody give a damn about belts no more.
I mean, it's a long.
No. I understand your point because the best examples are Tank and Ryan Garcia.
Exactly.
Tank has a belt, but it's not the belt of the division. But he's the face. Ryan Garcia, he got all the hype, but he's not a champion.
Exactly. And who did we see in the ring at the end of the fight?
Ryan Garcia.
Did you see his shirt?
Yeah.
Sure said #1 Tank fan, and on the back it said, "Give me a rematch, bitch."
Tank's not gonna fight him again.
There's a lot of money there.
That's free money. That's free money.
There's a lot of money.
Only because, like, you would think now, I've already defeated you. Now I'm looking at like Lomachenko. I'm looking at maybe possibly Shakur Stevenson.
You said they got some little bullshit fights in between.
Not even that. You have to have the bullshit.
You said.
You have to have the bullshit.
Who does Garcia fight next then?
Exactly.
Ryan Garcia, but it depends on is he going to be suspended or not.
Gotcha.
True.
That's still
Are
pending,
they considering suspending him?
That's what I'm saying. It's still pending. If he's
if he's not suspended, who do you think?
Me personally?
Yeah. Who do you think?
Isak Cruz.
He's in your camp at 140?
He's a champ at 140.
You say he's having a hard time to go to 135. Who's Isak Cruz? Oh, that's right. He's rolling.
Exactly.
Yeah. I like that.
Why not?
I like that.
Why not?
I like that.
If you really want Tank, you're gonna beat the guy that Tank had a hard time with.
That's also like on short notice and a broken hand. So I think Tank gets about it. Like, what's next for Tank? What do you think?
Me personally, you could go either Lomachenko or Shakur.
Who would you want as a fan?
As a fan, I would want Lomachenko.
Yeah,
because that's the.
I was going to say the same thing.
Even an older fighter at this point.
Yeah,
he's older, but he's still nice. He won his last fight. Yeah, he had a great showing.
But it was Kambosos. Kambosos not that nice.
You can't pick who you face.
Yeah, and I mean at the end of the day, he's on the high. He won.
Yeah,
he
also Devin Haney too.
He's trending up exactly. So
listen. I'm sorry. So even though Devin Haney lost, you could still put him with Shakur or one of these names to have a name on
I'm saying like Shakur and Devin Haney need to fight each other.
Yeah.
Devin shouldn't fight Tank. Not after what he did after Ryan. It would be different.
He should stay away from Tank.
As long as possible.
He should stay away.
And that's what he's been doing this entire time. Because we know why now. Like, it's clear.
You saw the sparring though. So the night Tank won, Floyd Mayweather released the sparring between Tank and Devin Haney.
Yeah.
The full sparring. So, like, obviously Tank had his way, but it did show Devin Haney getting some.
That's what his father said.
Yeah, getting some hits in.
I mean,
looking a little better.
Why does that even matter?
So I guess there's
a little beef there.
There's beef right now between.
Yeah, but if it's a sparring, like
it don't matter. Like Floyd is like the 50 Cent of boxing.
Yeah, he did that. For
you cannot talk to me about no sparring match if you just lost a official match. The fuck is wrong with you, man?
I guess a lesser Ryan is good, but he's not Tank good to me.
But it's only because of the name who it came from. Because from Floyd.
Yeah, of course.
Tank is who said Ryan is not Tank good? Absolutely.
Yeah. No, so it's like, imagine what fucking Tank would do to Devin Haney right now. But, it is what it is. We got a pair of Jordan 12s on the table here, on the coffee table. Jordan 12, these are Serge's favorite sneaker.
My picks for the week.
The red and white colorway is because of the fact that Jordan, in like 96, 97, took his first official trip to Japan. And he loved the culture there. So therefore, obviously, the Japanese flag is white with a red circle. So that's where the colorway comes from. He also wore the Jordan 12s in his 96-97 finals against the Jazz, trash ass Jazz and all that. Byron Russell, trash. But yeah, man, this is the Jordan 12 designed by Tinker Hatfield.
I thought it was a colorway just because of the team.
But that could be too. But like that was his first trip to Japan. He was highly influenced there. That's technically where he got his fashion sense, which is clearly trash too. Michael Jordan can't dress if niggas don't know. Google it. It's bad, bro.
Yeah, his fashion sense
From Japan. Yeah, so that's why you get the baggy jeans.
You know what's crazy? He's not making any of this up. This is off. You ever seen Mike dress
trash,
with bell bottoms and
trash?
I ain't seen the Japan niggas dress like that.
No, they wear baggy jeans and all that. Like they dress
not
like
the way
punk
Jordan
rockers.
wore it, though.
I'm saying, but like he's
also 6'6", so
yeah, but it's straight trash, bro. Jordan can't dress at all, but arguably he's the greatest basketball player of all time.
Probably the greatest sneaker brand ever. So
absolutely, he's the
probably.
Yeah, he definitely does.
How we wearing his clothes telling him we can't?
We're not wearing his clothes, my nigga. We wearing his sneakers.
All right,
that is clothes.
Why you wear Jordan? You wear Jordan t-shirts and jeans? You got Jordan jeans on? Let me find out.
Yeah, but I mean, I did have his cologne back in 5th grade and all that. So I mean, shout out to
everybody had that.
Like I had the wristband, I had the
Jordan cologne is okay. You won't be judged for that. If you threw on the Michael Jordan jeans, brother,
I'm good, bro. I'm good.
You have a Michael Jordan wristband.
Like the wristbands and all that. Like, no, we talking about clothes. Like, if you had a Michael Jordan
shirt, I'm trying to be Mike
denim shirt
on the court. On the court, Mike. I'm trying to be on the court, Mike.
Yeah.
Off court, I'm good money. I don't want no part of that,
man. Like, don't be wearing
trash, bro.
I'm trying to get some of them jeans, nigga. I'm trying to get some.
I'm good. Like jeans in terms of like him being your pops, yes. Other than that, my nigga, nah, I'm good.
No, nobody want them carpenter boot cut.
Right, my nigga, wide boot cut, my nigga. What if fucking prom vest, my nigga?
Bad little wife with him walking like she don't see them shits. Like how you let your nigga walk out like that, man?
Nigga, I was like that, exactly. Yo, shout out to Mike, but you're who's your fucking designer? Who's your stylist, my nigga? You can't do that anymore, bro.
Yo, who's your favorite dress celebrity?
Dress celebrity?
Oh, answer that in the comments. I want to hear this one.
Man, it changes. For a long time it was Kanye because I felt like he kind of like changed the culture. Now I don't really have one.
No,
I feel like everyone dresses the same now.
Yeah,
but for the longest time it was definitely Kanye. Like Jay-Z made us change clothes, go from jerseys to button-ups. Kanye had the pink polo, obviously transition. But now it's like it's me now. I just kind of like do my own thing. I don't really like be influenced by anyone else.
Okay,
to be honest.
What about you?
Basketball player, you know, the NBA niggas doing all this, whatever they be doing. Who sentenced that real? Greg, that real could have me dying. But whatever. Nah, my favorite nigga basketball player, pause. Gotta be dressing and shit is LeBron.
Anybody, okay. You don't gotta be basketball.
Like to me, he done stepped out the box these last couple of years, but for so many years, like he kept it classic and G. And I like that. Now, as far as regular, like hip hop niggas, regular niggas and shit like that, I'll probably say Fab till he started going to the same thing. Like these niggas, I don't know who be touching them, what designer they go to
the Metro Gallery and then you know,
because I mean everyone now is
what's it called? I said Metro, the Met Gala.
The Metro Gala, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's the Metro Gala, you can call it.
Yeah, they go there and they who you?
It's a tough question. I'll go with LeBron too.
LeBron? I think about it. Just celebrity overall. I kind of always been like a fan, even though I ain't never necessarily dressed like him. I just always like Cameron style. So I always liked the way that Cam, like, because Cam was a trendsetter of his own. He didn't follow anybody. You know, he had his very specific style that he dressed.
Yeah, Cam
still the same way. You know, like I like the Cam style. So I think the Cam style was dope for Cam.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When I was younger, I did like the Fab, but Fab used to be like the Jordans with the big jerseys and the Galaxy tees, and then he transformed into, you know, a little more higher end clothes that he was wearing. And I was like, okay, this is dope. But then he started wearing shit, and it was like, okay, this is straight out of, you know what I'm saying? When they wear the big
fashion magazines and
Balenciaga boots and the,
Yeah,
you know what that? It's like, all right,
That's
this is like,
the wave now.
it's like almost like somebody's paying them to wear that.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
somebody else is dressing you, my nigga. Ain't no
Yeah.
way you pick that shit
Yeah,
up
like somebody's
to walk,
paying
you know
you.
what I mean? To go to the
But
corner
see,
store.
I think about it now,
Now.
it's all about fashion now. So the NBA has like walkways now where they just have a tunnel where you just
Yeah.
off your gear. You know what I mean?
Hey,
Yeah.
That's what it is.
And
now.
you see some wild shit when they be walking into them games. It's
Russ.
like,
I forget these niggas. The WNBA tunnel, my nigga.
yeah.
These chicks be looking high.
You know what I mean?
I got a couple. I started following them. You know what I mean?
Are you serious?
I'm trying to keep up with the WNBA.
Huh?
man.
Are you serious?
So
You haven't
Not the game.
Bro, you haven't
Fall
seen.
for it.
You haven't
Okay,
seen.
all right.
No, I
They-
just haven't seen.
I
Kalani
understand.
Brown.
I'll send it to you. I'll
doing
send
your
it to you.
thing.
I'll send it
Don't
to
send it to me.
you. No. I will send it to you.
I mean,
I'll send it to you.
I mean, I think.
My bad.
I mean,
The
fashion
only thing
is
I hate is these chicks is young.
Yeah.
They're like in their 20s. And I'm
fashion
like,
is in a good
fuck.
place. Fashion is in a good place, but it's definitely different now. But I feel like everyone's like a mannequin. Everyone dresses exactly the same. There's no originality anymore. So it's like, holla at your boy if you need some. You know what I mean? Fashion tips and all that. I'm not dressed to the occasion tonight, but you know it is what it is. But this is Running Point.
Word.
And we out here, man. Like and subscribe if you found this episode to be dope. And we out here, man.
Yeah.
Peace.